Welcome back in the Pursuit of Wealth, Village Farms, Traders, and Investors. It's Rod with Pow Group, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today is Monday. Happy Monday, October 6th. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Still a little under the weather, feeling pretty crummy today, so I'm going to get through this as best I can. It's been a while since we did an update on VFF. The last time, I believe, we were down quite a bit after hours, and then I had a bull flag target of around $3.60. There's another bull flag target that we're going to look at here today on the VFF chart, and that could bring us north of $7. So stock was absolutely ripping again today, up over 20% at one point. So we'll take a look at the price action. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on the technicals in the days, weeks, months ahead. Before we do, make sure to smash the like. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell to be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And full disclosure, I do own VFF in my portfolio. It's not my largest holding or anything like that, but I've been accumulating quite regularly ever since they divested their veggie business to Vanguard Food. Very bullish on the company long term, and I've been, like I said, just increasing my position, and I'll continue to do so. I was looking at my position today. I've got an average of $1.08, so I was able to take advantage of those 40-cent opportunities quite a bit and lower my cost basis. But as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. And we can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. So this was the video that I posted back on August 18th. I said the next target could potentially be 361, as we had a face ripper of a rally continuing, and we had multiple weekly bull flags that confirmed. And if we go back here to August 18th to the target of 361, you can see that's about a upside percentage of about 24%, almost 25% upside. But if you take a look at the 18th of August to where we just hit, it's essentially a double top here at the moment. We're up about 18%. So looking good. And also last week we had this Schedule 13G that was filed by Advisor Shares Trust. So they're an investment company, obviously. Everybody's pretty familiar with them. And they filed the requirement government report disclosing that as of September 30th, 2025, it owns approximately 5.29%, or about 5.96 million shares of VFF stock. This is with full control over voting and selling those shares, but not for the purpose of influencing the company's control. And the filing is a standard for large shareholders to promote transparency in the stock market. But like I said, no malintent or anything like that. There's no any kind of like hostile takeover. It's just for the sole purpose of being transparent. And one thing I wanted to mention here as well is Advisor Shares YOLO ETF actually has VFF as its second largest holding. Really it's the largest holding in terms of an individual MJ holding, and then you got High Tide there right after. So we'll take a look at VFF here on the weekly time frame. Like I said, on the day today, to begin the week, to the high of the day, we were up about 15%, but from the close of last week to the high of the day today, we were up over 21%. And if we zoom out here, look at the weekly time frame, we had 3 weekly bull flags back to back. So we had the first one here, confirmed, second one confirmed, and now we're working on the third one. So on this weekly consolidation, we needed to hold 211. And in order to confirm it, we needed to break 339, which we did. Last week we hit 343, and then this week 344. So we're seeing that continuation, but we really need to get going ASAP, or else it's going to be a double top and a rejection. So we want to see that continue here. But overall, as long as we maintain 211, it's just fine. There's no major red flags. And then you just take your measured move there from the low to the high. You move it out to your 0.32 fib, and you're looking at a target of around 716. So that would bring us north of $7. Now you have to remember that when you have one weekly bull flag followed by another one, followed by a third one in a row, that does diminish the odds that it's going to play out. But based on how beaten down this sector has been, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw 3 in a row confirm. And this low here at 45 cents just seems surreal to think that we were back there in April. And I remember adding at around 50 cents, 40 cents, thinking it was it was a gift from the gods. But obviously it's been one of the best performing MJ stocks. Oxley's been an absolute monster as well. But you can see here up about 650% from those lows of April. So looking good. But like I said, if there was any name that could pull this off, it'd be a VFF. It's one of those names that has been very, very bullish ever since the news that broke with regards to Vanguard divesting their food and I think that was a very, very smart move overall. That was the only thing I didn't like about the stock before, was I wasn't sold on their business model, but now I'm full bull. So it's looking good. And like I said, with just the overall kind of landscape of the sector right now, with regards to potential rescheduling looming, a decision there anytime soon. We had the President Trump, he posted last week about the endocannabinoid system and medical, and the writing's on the wall. It's just a matter of when, not if. But if we take a look here on the weekly time frame, we also had the stochastic that crossed back into bullish territory. So it's looking really good here on the weekly time frame, and we're well above all of our weekly moving averages, all of our daily moving averages, and we could see a potential 50 and 200 weekly moving average bull cross over the next, call it 2 to 3 months, I would say. This is the weekly time frame, so for this to play out would more than likely be at least, I would say, 2 months, but more than likely 3 months. So adding more confluence to the fact that we're going to see an end of year just massive rally here, not just from MJ, right? But you've got the S&P 500 all-time highs. You've got Bitcoin hit new all-time highs today. You've got a lot of the small cap, medium cap names really starting to accelerate. You had the Fed cut rates. They're more than likely going to do a series of cuts, and in my opinion, that's just going to increase risk on appetite here as we lead into the end of the year and into 2026. I think that there's a very good chance that it could spill over, but I've been saying for a while now that once crypto legislation is done, once crypto tops out, I believe MJ will benefit greatly. It'll more than likely go on a multi-year bull run, similar to what happened in 2018 when Canada legalized, and we already got the first piece of legislation out of the way for crypto, and that was the Genius Act. Now we're looking at the Clarity Act, which is market structure. They're anticipating that in Congress that could potentially be passed over the next month or two, and then I think they're really going to pivot over to MJ policy after that. So we'll keep an eye out on all of the developments in terms of the crypto front, because like I said, I think that'll be a good clue once we get the final piece of legislation in place. There's also the anti-CBDC bill that could potentially come to fruition as well, but the main one is the market structure, right? The Clarity Act. So once that's done, then pretty much that's all hands on deck right now, and then I think it's going to be MJ, and then if we get some positive news with regards to rescheduling, safer banking, potential uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ, and then just overall tailwinds from the market expansion and overall frothiness that we've been seeing in this risk on appetite. Plus, we've had tons of POW algo alerts go off on this sector. It's just been left, right, center alerts firing off on all cylinders here for MJ over the last few months. All right, let me know what you think of this in the comment section below. It's Rod with POW Group. Thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Welcome to Pursuit of Wealth Group, your edge in the fast-paced world of stocks and crypto. With POW algo alerts, you'll never miss an opportunity. Our system tracks nearly 100 different assets, from stocks and crypto to commodities, and the list keeps growing. Backed by over 25 custom indicators, our alerts cut through the noise and give you clear, actionable insights. Each alert is delivered directly to your inbox and to our exclusive Slack community, where you can connect, learn, and trade alongside like-minded investors. For just $29.99 per month, or save with our yearly plan at $299.99 Canadian. You get professional-grade alerts designed to help you trade smarter, not harder. Stop chasing the market. Start anticipating it. Join today at pursuitofwealthgroup.com and take your trading to the next level with POW algo alerts.